Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Luke Monster. Today we're going to be reviewing the Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian Luke Skywalker Imperial Light Cruiser figure. Now, of course, this is based off of Luke Skywalker's appearance in Mandalorian Season 2 finale, and I absolutely love this look. It is obviously largely inspired off of the Return of the Jedi look, but with some changes here and there. We do have this amazing artwork of Luke on the side. I love how this turned out. Flipping around to the back, we do have the bio. You can pause and read it if you would like. It is number 30 in the Mandalorian line, and of course, we do have that nice 3D render here of Luke. Here is another 3D render here with all the stuff he comes with. And yeah, that's about it going on with this box. So let's go ahead, crack this guy open, and see what's inside. Alrighty, so we have Luke Skywalker out of the box, and I gotta say, first impressions are incredible. This guy is definitely a top-tier figure. He feels great in the hand. He looks amazing on the spinny stand here. And like I said, first impressions are just incredible. So let's go ahead, get him off of the spinny stand real quick, and take a closer look at everything this figure has to offer. So to start off, of course, Luke Skywalker here does have a lightsaber. It is his Return of the Jedi blade, and it does look really cool. Some nice details there. It is a removable blade, so you can go ahead and pull it out, put it back in if you would like. But his blade actually, if it doesn't roll away, his hilt does fit on his belt right here, like so. And of course, the robe actually is removable, but in a lot of shots of The Mandalorian, he does just have the hood down. So you can pull the hood down if you would like. Now, unfortunately, I'm having trouble getting it to stay down in a position that looks good. So that is something that you might have to work on, but I think it's something that you could do, but it would definitely be difficult. And quite frankly, this is about the best I could get a hood down Luke, and it still doesn't look great from the side. So that is unfortunate, but I do think he looks incredible with the hood up, and that's what I think really matters. Now you can, of course, take off the robe too. It is pretty simple to do so. It just pops right off like so. Nothing holding it on at all, and you do have essentially what is a Return of the Jedi Luke. He does have a belt buckle, which is different than the Jabba's Palace version, but other than that, it is very similar. I do love the likeness for Mark Hamill here. I think it's pretty good. I know when it first came out, it was kind of sketchy, and it looks great in person. I know it doesn't look great on camera, which is kind of hard to explain. I don't know why, but in person, it does look incredible. But looking at articulation, he does have actually two ball joints, one here at the top of the neck where the head meets the neck, another one where the neck meets the torso. So two ball joints there, a ton of motion. For arms, he can go all the way up into a T-pose. He does have butterfly joints. Now, this kind of plastic overlay here for the tunic does kind of hinder the butterfly joints, but I do believe you can get him in some pretty cool two-handed poses, which I will show in the future here. Looking at elbows, great elbow articulation, well past 90 degrees, so loving that. And then he actually does have two vertical hinges for his hands, which is interesting. They normally do one vertical and one horizontal, so we'll see how that works. I think that overall is pretty good, but you know, you never know how that affects the figure. As far as leg-wise, it looks like he could kick all the way up if he wanted to, but unfortunately this plastic tunic does hinder the articulation there. He does have thigh cuts though at the very top, so good articulation there. And of course he does have the knee articulation well past 90 there too, and he also does have a boot cut, so even more articulation. Looking at the feet, does have a hinge here, so a lot of articulation there, as well as an ankle pivot. So yeah, overall, really solid articulation and a huge upgrade from the previous Luke Skywalkers we have had in the line. And just for an example here, he can get into some amazing two-handed poses because of those butterfly joints, so really loving that. It does look incredible. So one thing I really wanted to try with this figure is the Empire Strikes Back Dagobah Luke actually comes with an alternate force hand, and I really wanted to switch it out with this guy's force hand to see if it's compatible. So I'm gonna go ahead, heat this guy up, remove the hand, and see if the new one will fit in, because then we could get him in some pretty cool display poses if that's the case. and the hand fits perfectly, which is awesome. It's super cool. I tried to base it off of this photo here, so I'll go ahead and throw that up. Now, unfortunately, it's not necessarily the right hand pose. Now, the right hand is included in this set. He does have the hand that is like kind of like the right pose for it, but it's for the other hand, which is the gloved one. So unfortunately, it's not going to work exactly perfect to the scene, but this one's pretty close, and I think it looks incredible. So I think this is how I'm going to display it. I know it's not the correct hand, but I think it looks incredible. And yeah, just look how awesome this pose is. That is super, super cool. This is definitely how I'm going to pose this guy. Anyway, first up for comparisons, we do have him next to some of the other Return of the Jedi Lukes. Obviously, we do have the Tatooine Jabba's Palace Luke on the right. That one was a Walmart exclusive. And then we do have the mainline Endor Luke on the left. These guys are looking incredible together. Now let's go ahead and get a shot of them without their ponchos on. So here's all three of them without their cloaks and ponchos on, and 100% this guy is the best out of all three of these. Even the likeness is the best, the hair is the best. I'm not sure what's up with these two Lukes, but they don't even look like Luke Skywalker. They don't look like Mark Hamill. That one almost looks like Ken from Barbie. I don't know what to say, but yeah, this one is definitely a huge upgrade. Even the articulation is leaps and bounds better. Now, this one is a pretty desirable figure. It is a Walmart exclusive, and I know a lot of people don't have it. And so if you don't own this figure, it is very, very similar to this one. Only difference is, of course, the belt buckle, where this one does not have a belt buckle. So if you do need a figure like this for a Jabba's Palace display, this one is a very, very similar version that would make a really good, I guess, kind of like placeholder for it. Next up for comparisons, we do have the Kenobi Vader on the left, and we do have the Dark Trooper on the right. I know that scene in The Mandalorian went like just super, super famous and super viral just because of how awesome Luke was when he was cutting down darksabers in that hallway scene. So I had to put them here in the comparison. They look great together, and I'm really, really happy with how this figure came out. Like I said, he looks great next to Luke and even his father, Darth Vader. Like I said, this was a Mandalorian episode, so we do have some Mandalorian characters here. We do have Din Djarin and Grogu on the right, looking incredible, and we do have the credit collection version of Cara Dune on the left. Unfortunately, I don't own the original version, but the credit collection gets the job done pretty well, and like I said, they look great here next to Luke Skywalker. Then, of course, both Bo-Katan and Casca Reeves were there during the finale, so here they are next to Luke, and again, they are looking incredible. Really, really happy with that Mando finale, and the figures here show for it. And then last up for comparisons, just for grins and giggles, we do have the Mandalorian Ahsoka on the right, and we do have Moff Gideon on the left. Looking awesome. Really, really happy with these figures, and Luke Skywalker is going to fit right in on the Mandalorian shelf. So yeah, overall, you know, it's the beginning of 2023, but I'm already willing to call this one of the best figures of 2023. He's incredible. The updated articulation is a huge bonus. The old Luke body there really, really sucks. So this is a huge, huge, just incredible thing that they did here with this figure. Really happy with it. I think the face sculpt is one of the better ones we've gotten for Mark Hamill in the line. And overall, I'm really happy with this figure. The soft goods are good. Articulation's great. Looks incredible. Overall, it's one of my favorites, and if you don't own this figure yet, I highly suggest you guys go pick him up. He is pretty awesome. So if you guys did enjoy, go down, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below what you guys think of the figure, and I'll see you guys in the next video.